You didn't get to see Marion last year because our good friend from New York City.
Oh,
came in and did the game, and I got
Boy, he was so good.
Yes, he was. And so I was hoping maybe he would come back this year. Maybe he can. So if you guys know John, tell him to come back to LMH Stadium, and you can do color with him, and I'll just stand by and listen.
I tell you,
that was a treat. Listen to that, dude.
I tell you what, if I got benched again for him, that would be just fine.
No, we're a team, Dave. We're a team. So I'm getting benched this time because you had to sit out last year. It's only fair that I get this year. Of course, we got to get John to come from New York, so that's we might be wishing on a dream there.
Yeah, that was a cool thing. I hope people were able to listen. I wish we would have been able to get a recording at the radio station and have it.
And as good of a broadcaster as is, Dave, trust me, he's twice as much of a nice guy. Just one of the decent people you'll ever meet.
I tell you what, the last broadcasters are out there.
3rd down and 2 now. Pitch around the right side to Isaac Russell, makes one man miss, and he's going to have a first down as he took quite a shot. But it's going to be enough for the first down. As it was, Isaac Russell took quite a hit. But enough for a Logansport first down. But yeah, Marion, last year the Berries won pretty handily, but it was a very young, inexperienced Marion team with some athletes, so that's not going to be an easy game next week.
No, yeah. I mean, the Berries being young and trying to kind of get their footing and get their momentum and try to get some upperclassmen going, they're going to have probably a tough season this year, but they showed us a lot last week, and we're looking forward to the rest of them.
And Navalia gets the handoff right up the middle, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. The first of 3 consecutive home games for the Berries. Tonight against McCutcheon, next week against Marion, and then homecoming on September the 29th.
You know, you
against
got
Richmond.
All you listeners, if you get a chance, maybe come down to Usher Street for the homecoming parade, and kids can get some candy on the side of the road. But it's a very short parade and kind of thing, but it's a great thing, homecoming.
Handoff to Davalia. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a yard out to the 33. It will be 3rd down and 8.
I was trying not to be too verbose there as the play was getting going, but yeah, homecoming will be in a couple weeks. It'll probably run in the middle of the week for the parade, and they bring all the kids down. They get all dressed up. They pick the top 5 homecoming candidates, and then of course at the game somebody gets crowned. A couple people be crowned, but it should be a lot of fun. Line the hill up there where some people find themselves during games and just enjoy the kids because they really appreciate you coming out.
3rd and 8 for the Berries. Her back to pass has good protection. Puts the ball up for grabs and is going to be almost intercepted. Broderick Arnold broke it up as McCutcheon and Isaac Russell were in the same vicinity, so someone must have run the wrong route. You don't usually want to have 2 receivers in the same area because that doubles the defensive coverage.
Exactly.
But the pass was slightly underthrown and we'll see Caden Walker for his 2nd punt. And don't forget, Dave, during homecoming week, it's a spirit week also for staff and students. So I've already got my Detroit Lions jersey back from the dry cleaners on Jersey night.
Do you know what Spirit Week's going to have? Because I feel like they're pretty.
Jersey Day is Thursday. I do know that.
So they have picked it because it seems like usually I don't find out until much closer.
There's a kick up in the air, and it is going to be fielded a fair catch by Keegan Rice at the 39-yard line. If I'm not mistaken, I thought I heard Principal Jones on the morning announcements today talking about some of the things that are going on.
Really? Yeah, they're ahead of it this year because I could have sworn that it's the week before, which we haven't quite got to yet.
Right.
Where you start to kind of figure out what it is, but. I'm hoping for a pink day, Joe. I got a pink shirt last year in honor of whatever pink day we're going to have. We'll have one at some point. But, your Jersey Day, the perfect time for your Detroit Lions throwback.
If you have anybody that you know in the administration, let them know that Dave Packer would like a pink day for Spirit Weeks some point in the future. Now the handoff, and big tackle that time by Chris Devalier as he brings down Marcos Pineda. after about a 1 yard gain out to the 40, second down and 9.
I would really like a kind of epic movie character. Like you pick somebody that pretty much the masses know. I'd like to see, like, no obscurity. If you're going to go with somebody that's just super iconic. That's what I would like to see.
So Amanda Buttermaker from the Bad News Bears probably doesn't fit that bill. Probably not from 1976.
If you dress up as Amanda Buttermaker, I think it works.
Yeah, we'll have ourselves a story there. Here's the pass. Is caught and tackled immediately on the far side out to the 46-yard line. Set up third down and short for the Mavericks. Clock running, 6 minutes and 50 seconds to play, fourth quarter. It's McCutcheon 35 and Logansport 10. Big play here for the defense for the Bears to try and come up with a stop.
Yeah, it's been all McCutcheon tonight, and hats off to them with great play calls, and their kids have just played great.
And Scotty Barron was trying to sack the quarterback, and he mistimed his jump and into the neutral zone. A 5-yard penalty to Big Willie. Penalty tracker, just the 6th Logansport penalty for 32 yards. McCutcheon with 7 penalties for 60 yards. So that penalty will move the ball into Logansport territory. McCutcheon has it first down and 10 at the 49 of Logansport. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now a bubble screen set up to Kurtz. Inside the 45, still on his feet. Inside the 40, finally he's brought down by Tate Strong, but not until he gets down to the 39-yard line. 10-yard pickup. First down for McCutcheon, I believe, depending on the spot.
And has McCutcheon even started putting in subs, putting in their younger players?
Not yet.
I would, as a coach, really consider that, seeing as you could get your best players injured.
In a 25-point game with less than 6 minutes to go. Well, they mark him just short of the first down, so he's to the 40-yard line. Was Kurtz, second down and 1. Still 8 seconds to go on the play clock, so the Mavericks in no particular hurry. The play clock is starting to run down. Smith from the gun. And now we're going to get a flag on the play, and I don't think they got it off in time. Well, they did, but it's a false start on McCutcheon. Their 8th penalty for 65 yards, according to the Big Willie penalty tracker. That second and 1 now is second and 6. Last we heard, Pioneer was up 13-6 over Hammond Central at the half. That was a 7:30 start time to allow Hammond to make that long drive from northwest Indiana. But that's the last update we have here. It's 35-10 McCutcheon with 5.5 minutes to go, fourth quarter. And now McCutcheon trying to run as much time off the clock in between plays. 5 seconds to go on the play clock. Smith, the pass is almost intercepted as Isaac Russell jumped that route, but it was a bullet to Parker Sorrells, who makes the catch, and they will have enough for the first down for McCutcheon. They'll move the chains.
Now, these Berries could use anything, really, to be positive kind of going out of this game. If Isaac's able to get that interception, it's just good practice for the next game.
So another set of downs for the Berries. 15 seconds still to go on the play clock as we approach 5 minutes to play, fourth quarter. McCutcheon on top, 35-10. Now the handoff to Pineda. Pineda breaks the tackle, and he is finally brought down after a 1 yard gain. That's as much action as you're going to see on a 1 yard run. As he broke a couple of tackles, nearly broke out of that last one before brought down to the 37-yard line. Second down and 9 for McCutcheon. 4:44 to go, fourth quarter. 35-10, the Mavericks.
Joe, how good was our halftime guest? Michelle Starkey came up and gave us some information on the school corporation. Always happy to participate. Yep. So we watch this next play.
And happy birthday in advance to Ms. Starkey, who celebrates her 21st birthday on Sunday. So happy birthday in advance.
Wow, I thought maybe 29, but 21, that's pretty impressive.
I thought that's what she told us. Now rolling out is Owen Smith under heavy pressure, and he will throw it away as Chris DeValier was chasing him down. Good coverage that time by the Berry secondary. And Smith did have plenty of time to throw, but couldn't find anyone open. Protection broke down, and DeValier forces the incomplete pass.
I really do find the school corporation fascinating with kind of their two grades together kind of grouping as they head towards high school. But I mean, only time will tell how kind of that social experiment works. It seems to be a smart thing that 5th graders are really big for an elementary school, and 6th graders are kind of small for a middle school.
Right.
What are they going to do with freshmen? What do they do with freshmen in high school? Because are they ready?
Well, we got P-Tech.
Are they ready?
For some of the freshmen at the high school. Now Smith back to pass. The pass is caught going down to a knee to make the catch. Over on the far side was Matthew Chandler Jr. And another McCutcheon first down to the 28-yard line.
I don't think we'd be bold enough to send the freshmen down with the 7th and 8th graders.
No.
But I feel like, I talk to a lot of freshmen. They're like my best friends in 8th grade. You know what I mean? There's a lot of camaraderie between the freshmen and the junior high.
3:50 to go. Now the bobbled snap.
Wow.
Pineda picks it up. He's got some running room inside the 20. Breaks the tackle. Still on his feet. Spins out of the way, and the ball is going to be fumbled. And that's a live ball in the end zone. And the Berries may have come up there. Did McCutcheon fall on it in the end zone? We'll have to wait and see. McCutcheon says they've got it. Wait for the official signal, and that is a McCutcheon touchdown. As Pineda fumbled it.
Well,
had it gone out of the end zone, it would have been a touchback. If the Berries were able to recover, it would have been a touchback. But McCutcheon recovers, and it is a touchdown to make it 41-10 with a point after to come.
That's a microcosm of tonight for the Berries. Is even the handoff is kind of bumbled, but the runner able to get to the end zone, and even if he fumbles in the end zone, gets it back. A great run, but not a clean play by any means. But it doesn't really matter. Another McCutcheon touchdown.
Yep, Hayden Wagner in to try the point after. He's perfect on the extra points. Low snap, but nice job by the holder that time. Parker Sorrells as he picked that up and allowed Wagner to drill it through the uprights. On the scoreboard, sponsored by Broadway Broadband, powered by Miami Cass REMC. 3 minutes, 37 seconds to play in this contest. McCutcheon 42, Logansport 10. The Mavericks will improve to 2-3 on the season. Logansport will fall to 1-4 with a home game against Marion next week.
Second wave of fans beat the traffic now as we're down to 3 minutes and 37 seconds here. Logansport down 42-10 and really just couldn't get anything going all game, Joe. I mean, what are you going to do? You got this team that comes in here. They're sharp from the beginning. They're pretty much sharp throughout. And the Berries unable to kind of get things going. They had kind of the health scare with the quarterback there. Really probably limited their playbook, even though they are a pretty run-heavy team. Her unable to do anything fancy or run the ball on any sort of fake kicks or that. But they never put the youngster in, I don't think.
No.
The freshman backup warmed up, but her was able to get back out there. Hopefully that's a sign that he's going to be able to play on and get healthy for next week. But
we'll see. With just about 3.5 minutes ago, maybe Quincy Jackson will get a series here late in the contest to try and preserve and keep Bryson from re-injuring that ankle, because they're going to need him next week against Marion. 3:37 to go, fourth quarter. McCutcheon 42 and Logansport 10. Wagner to try another kickoff. So he's had a variety of kicks tonight. This one he's going to kick it away. High end over end kick. Devalier bobbles it a little bit. Has to retreat inside his own 10-yard line, and he's going to be hemmed in for a loss, trying to make something happen, breaks a tackle, and he's going to be brought down at about the 10-yard line.
Not a bad run, really, for, a lot of people would fall on that ball. Chris kind of looking back, kind of using his basketball skills maybe to see where everybody is on the court and grab that ball, able to make some yards out of nothing.
So the Berries will take over deep in their own territory. First down and 10 at their own 10-yard line. It's a big day of college football tomorrow. It's my Michigan State Spartans. They've been in the news for some of the wrong reasons this week. They've got a tough game with the University of Washington. Your old quarterback, Michael Penix. I can't believe Indiana let him get away. That kid's something else.
Well, if he was still playing for IU, we'd probably still be cursed. So, I mean, maybe the curse was lifted from him when he got to go to Michigan State. But, yeah, all IU fans are saying the same thing. Look at his numbers. Look at us.
Yep. So now bobbled snap, and I believe Quincy Jackson does fall on it as he is in replacing Bryson Herr. And that's just, again, Dave, the wheels are starting to fall off a little bit here late in the contest. There's a lot of things that have gone against Logansport all night long.
I feel like we've been on a couple rims for a little bit now, Joe, anyways. But, John McCutcheon looking down. pleased with the performance of his football team. John McCutcheon, the namesake for McCutcheon High School, Pulitzer Prize-winning cartoonist.
I was not aware.
Once known the Dean of American Cartoonists.
How about that? Packard's Pearl late in our broadcast. Here's the handoff up the middle, across the 15-yard line out to about the 16-yard line. We're trying to identify the runner. That is Cody Doak on the carry out to the 16-yard line. Now, I remember when I was watching football in the early and mid-'70s, the then Los Angeles Rams, now the Los Angeles Rams again, had a running back named Lawrence McCutcheon, who was a heck of a ball player back in the day. So
nice.
That was the first time I ever heard the name McCutcheon. Clock running, 2 minutes, 15 seconds to play. Fourth quarter, McCutcheon 42, Logansport 10. And Berries will have to go back to the drawing board. And a talented young Marion Ball Club coming to town next Friday night. A handoff to Doak. He's got some running room across the 20. He'll have the first down out to the 25-yard line. Good hard run that time from the junior, Cody Doak. And a Logansport first down. I think you probably believe that was Baldini on the carry. My mistake. Alec Baldini on the carry. Out to the 25. First down and 10, Logansport. Under 2 minutes to go. McCutcheon on top, 42-10.
Another pearl about John McCutcheon. He was an eyewitness to the German invasion of Belgium during World War I, called a war correspondent and combat artist.
Wow.
So serious cartoons. These weren't Looney Tunes.
Right.
These were war cartoons, political cartoons. Probably those real, what would you call those? Sharp and clever and witty.
Right.
Takes on America.
A gain of 2 on that play from Baldini. Second down and 8. As we approach a minute to play. And the coaching staff has taken their time getting that play call in to the freshman, Quincy Jackson. So maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays for the Berries. Here's second down and 8 as we're inside a minute to go. And McCutcheon will have a fun bus ride home back to Tippecanoe County celebrating this victory.
Yep, that is true.
Jackson rolls out to his left, got a man wide open. Baldini has the catch in the flat, has the first down and more across the 40, trying to elude some tackles, and he is brought down, but not until he gets all the way out to the 45-yard line. And that was quite a throw by the freshman Jackson, rolling out to his left, throwing against his body.
That was nice, yes, and I thought the runner might go out of bounds just to try to, put something on the board, kind of a highlight, but I think both teams are probably ready to call it quits. Joe, here's a trivia question for you that you probably will know. John McCutcheon, what college do you think he went to?
I'll just say Purdue for the heck of it.
That is correct, sir. He did go to Purdue University, graduated 1889, Bachelor of Science in Industrial Arts, and a founding member of the Sigma Chi fraternity.
1889. Well, that was my freshman year at Michigan State, so we just missed graduating together.
I was going to say, Marty McFly was only 4 years prior. He got shot in the back by Buford Tannen over a matter of $80.
All right, well,
if you remember.
Yeah, well, that will do it. On the scoreboard, sponsored by Broadway Broadband, powered by Miami Cast REMC. Our final score, McCutcheon 42, Logansport 10. We'll step aside for break. When we return, we'll have our post-game show live from Logansport. Talking Lafayette. Sorry, YouTube.
Yeah.
I just can't believe my voice held up, as crappy as it sounds.
Yes. Joe, you did a great job under the weather, and I'm sure the people appreciate that, you play injured. You were Bryson Hurd tonight.
That's right.
I wrapped up your neck. I tried to get it nice and tight with the wrap, trying to preserve your vocal cords. Shout out to Sydney, our trainer, though, for getting Bryson wrapped up, and I know we'll be talking to the coach. It'll be interesting to hear his perspective. I'm sure he will tell us that McCutcheon's a good football team.
Oh yeah, no question about it. They're going to win a lot of games before the year comes to an end, and I think the Bears are going to win a couple games too before it's all said and done.
Yep. They're still trying to gel. They got Chris back. Everybody's Well, we'll get back on the air.
Thank you very much, Alan James. Welcome back to LMH Stadium. as the Berries had high hopes coming off that big win and in Indianapolis last week against Indianapolis Tech, but a whole different class of opponent tonight from what they saw last week. McCutcheon is legit.
Yeah, oh yeah. They played well tonight and executed very cleanly, and I'm looking forward to see what Coach is going to have to say tonight about the game. He's out there kind of still addressing his troops, and he always seems to have the right thing to say, I think, to them out there. We were fortunate they had a great week last week of play. This week they really couldn't get anything going, but they still had some big plays. They stopped McCutcheon probably from scoring, like you said. I mean, 15, 20 more points, even more than that. They were able to get him on some goal line stands, and of course McCutcheon, a bigger school, always has plenty of players come out for their football team. We have to play both sides of the ball. We're young. You don't want to make excuses, and we're really not. I mean, we have good players, and they're only going to get better, and they're only going to get added to. I know our team will be back after losing all the seniors last year. My concern, I guess, is for Bryson Herr, because he ran a fake punt, as we often do. McCutcheon was able. We had one McCutcheon defender able to really get to him and sniff it out, and he was tackled pretty hard. Came up limping, got wrapped up on the sideline in front of the home crowd, and then got back in there and really toughed it out. A tough display there for Bryson Herr, and you just hope that he can feel 100% when he gets back on the field next week.
All right, we will step aside for break. When we return, we hopefully will have a chance to talk with Coach Johnson. Once again, the final score, McCutcheon 42, Logansport 10. There's more to come live from Logansport.
How do you solve a problem like Maria?
Okay.
I've been wanting to test out my singing chops on YouTube, because that's where Justin Bieber came from. A lot of people make their mark. So while we're waiting, both teams still kind of huddling up, grouping up in the field. McCutcheon down on the end zone, and the Berries there in the middle. Berries just kind of broke for the locker room, and Coach always real good about coming to talk to us, so we'll get some good perspective here coming up.